One of the most challenging situations that as a dealer you face during your activity is when you meet with your producer and they tell you that you have to increase the sales for the next year. Now, that is something that you have to take into account not only for your business but for your sales team. And this is very important because when you have to communicate with your sales team that you have to put on the market new units and a bigger number, then the real challenge starts. And one of these solutions is to go to the customers in the market and to start to make commitment and promise in relation with buybacks and trade-ins in order to put your new units on the market and to fulfill the requirement from your producer. And that can be very frustrating. Now, when you do the buybacks or the trade-ins, the biggest challenge is internally related with the stocks. And then problems with your CFO, the guy which is taking care of your money, appears. So the debate and the war between the sales and the financial team starts. Colosus represents one of the it's not necessarily a magic tool, but it's a sales tool which can help you in terms of prediction. In this moment, when we're talking about putting on the market new units, one of the things that you are missing is predictability. And this is one of the things the sales force is trying to avoid with any price. And sometimes you just wake up in the morning, and what the guys from the sales team predicted is not necessarily equal with the reality. With Colosus, you can have a nice predictable tool, meaning what you acquire from the market in terms of used machinery, whatever is construction, agriculture, or forestry, you can predict a volume or a lot of used units to address to the entire market, so you can put your new units on the market. Once that you agree that you are going to do trade-ins, for example, the sales guy will be very happy. Now you have to be very careful of what your guys are going to acquire from the market. And for that you need professional and specific inspection just to make sure that the money that you are going to pay for that are in line with the product that you are going to trade in, and that product that you are trading is going back to the market with the real price in order not to lose any money. When we're talking about the buybacks, the things are more easier because what you are buying using the buybacks means the repair and maintenance from those guys were expected, and at least you know or you have a hint about your product, what you are going to buy and what you are going to sell in terms of functionality, warranty, maintenance, and the parts that you have put in. Going back to the trade-ins, the challenge is that you may wake up with a product which is not necessary with what you think before buying. So you need a professional team to make the right inspection and to give you the right evaluation or appraisal for the particular machine to sell back on the market. So somewhere during the year you might find out that what you put in the market with a nice margin for the new product is going to shrink based on what you bought on the market buying not very quality machines. So you can look at Colosus from another perspective. That will be your special sales agent to be used on the market to make sure that you have the right inspection, the right appraisal, and the right price to sell on the market. In addition, you will get more database in terms of potential customer or prospects for your entire fleet, whatever we are talking about, new machine or your used park. It's not only about predictability, it's about turning the inventory in cash. Now, usually I'm not a very pessimistic guy, but I like to consider myself an optimistic guy, but with a feet on the ground. Now, in this respect, I'm not saying that the crisis is here or any recession, but we have to be careful, and this is your financial guy will love it. We have to be careful with what we're bringing in our park. So the target is to have a reasonable stock in terms of machinery, not to affect our cash flow. In any case, when you have your producer pushing you to do a lot of units, new units on the market, then your stock can increase. So that is the right moment for you to turn your inventory in cash. And the only way to do it in a fast way, professional way, is to appeal to some professional people, and which you can find it at Colosus. Now you might think that, yeah, these guys are new on the market, which is true in a way, but we're not alone. And we're talking about the partners that we have and the support and the specialists that have decades of year behind them in terms of auction and auction services, not only in Europe, but in the United States. So I'm talking about the guys which develop cut auction like Rick Albin, or the guys from ARP, which know exactly what to do when we're talking about assets, remarketing, and organizes auction. Now, and you will have the chance to meet these guys very soon, and they will give you more insight about how we run the auction. So in conclusion, we have several benefits and advantages of using Colosus. I think one of the most important things is to turn your inventory into cash in a fast and most predictable way. You know, on the second side, I think Colosus might present a sales force externalized to your company, for which you don't have to buy any car. That means no logistic cost. You don't have to pay any salary. It's only just the fee commission for the auction. But what is most important is that you can fill in your target, what you agree with your producer for the new units. So come to us, use Colosus experience, make use of our partners' experience in the auction service all over the globe, and make your product available for the entire Europe, North Africa, and Middle East for the next auction, which are going to be in September and October this year. Let's roll.